All right, to the world of business now. And Backbone is a business matchmaking platform that has revolutionized the way SMEs can connect with customers, business partners, and of course, get more referrals. For more, I'm joined by Kavita Herbert, founder and CEO at Backbone. Wonderful to have you with me. What challenges do you see SMEs facing in creating awareness of their offerings at the moment? What are you witnessing?
Yeah, thanks, Mike, for having us on your show. SMEs, in my experience, typically really struggle with creating mass awareness about their service and offering, typically due to budget and constraint or time constraints. And that's the gap that we're looking to fill. Most SMEs default to word of mouth, and word of mouth's great, but it has hiccups. So we want to make sure that we actually think of ourselves as word of mouth on steroids.
Right, okay. So why do you think word of mouth is not a reliable source for leads at the moment when it comes to SMEs? It's such a pleasant and personalised experience, I imagine, but quite difficult to pull off well?
Yeah, it's not that it's not reliable. Word of mouth is excellent, and typically referrals that come through word of mouth usually are higher quality and lead to actual revenue for businesses. What's unreliable is the consistency and flow of word of mouth referrals coming through. And that's kind of what we want to turbocharge for small businesses, having that consistent flow of inbound leads coming in.
Okay, so Kavita, how does Backbone help SMEs overcome the limitations of this word of mouth marketing that we're talking about?
Yeah, so we've got a few different facets of our business matchmaking platform. So there's the online platform, we've got our concierge team, and then we have our fortnightly online events. We're purely digital, catering to businesses across the nation. And at our events, we do things like business speed dating, business spotlights, and then we send that out to our entire platform. We invite businesses to tell us what their preferences are, and then we match them based on their requirements. So, yeah, just many things that help businesses, put them up in lights, get more people to know about what their offering is, and just increase revenue all around.
And more emails, more handshakes, more connection. It's wonderful to hear. So what services does Backbone provide to connect SMEs and I guess create those ongoing opportunities we've alluded to?
Yeah, so in terms of services, our platform, we've got over 600 businesses now on the platform. We've only been around 18 months. Yeah, and from an industry perspective, look, pretty much every industry you can think of is now there. We started with a very professional services focus, so we had a lot of marketing, tech, legal, accounting, advisory firms, and these still form the largest cohorts. But recently, we've been attracting businesses across retail, hospitality, allied health, consulting. So there's a lot of new businesses coming on the platform, and it just speaks to the requirement for businesses that are under 200 employees. That's kind of where we play in. The requirement for those businesses to really get more consistent leads and beyond face-to-face events that are the usual sources.
Okay, so let's talk a bit about how Backbone's digital platforms overcome geographical constraints for businesses. We know that doing business overseas is always, can be a bit more challenging. Tell us more.
Yeah, so we've built a platform to go global. So interestingly enough, we've just organically attracted businesses from overseas as well. Typically Aussie businesses or business owners that are overseas want to keep in touch with our local workforce. But majority of the businesses are spread across Australia. So Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Perth, Gold Coast, Wollongong, Newcastle. Businesses are, spread across Byron Bay, because what's happening is a lot of business owners have moved out of the metros post-COVID. They're still providing their services. They just live in different geographies, which makes attending face-to-face events that much harder.
Yeah.
And so we have these fortnightly events, and we to have business speed dating, where every time you attend one of our events, our businesses get to meet at least 5 new business owners or business leaders or CEOs, which is a great use of their time in that 1 hour.
So you're a bit of a matchmaker in many ways, Kavita. It's wonderful to hear. If people want to find out more, get involved, where's the best place to do so, just to finish?
Our website is the absolute best place. So it's bizbackbone.com. That's B-I-Z. BACKBONE.com. We'd love to have businesses attend one of our events. We have a very generous trial for 3 months. But the idea is we just want to help SMEs that are really, really struggling in today's economy just be more successful.
Yeah, and it takes a village in some cases to come together and keep these things rolling. Kavita, I want to thank you for joining us on the program and bringing this to our attention. Hopefully we get to talk down the track.
Sounds good, Mike. Thanks.
All right, hopefully you've learned something from our discussion thus far. It's certainly an interesting time for businesses out there, especially SMEs looking to connect. I, of course, will be right here in just a moment. Be well. All the best.
You're watching